Oh, it was in my mic.
It was in your mic.
I'm sorry.
Thanks.
This is you going through my beard hair.
That's me going through your beard here.
All right, that was weird.
Hey,
All right.
everybody. This is
No. Got to give a little bit of a break there.
Lights, Cameron.
Dustin.
Oh, I like that. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to this episode of Lights, Cameron, Dustin. We're actually here at the Pour Tap Room in downtown Durham. It's a space where you can come in and actually pour your own beer. They're not being lazy. They're actually trying to help you out. They got so many beers on tap.
Lots of taps.
Lots of taps.
I love
And they have a nice little patio out here. It's right in the middle of downtown. Really, really good spot.
Yeah,
really
it's
good spot.
really nice. So,
Cool. So, yeah, let's jump into this thing.
what do you think about TikTok? You know what I think about TikTok? I don't think I'm on it. So, not because I'm a millennial or a boomer or anything like that. I'm just not on social media at all unless it's for business because I like my mental health. And I don't like comparing myself to other people.
Yeah, I think TikTok was the downfall of humanity.
That's a little
No,
harsh.
you
think so?
Yeah, I think so.
What about Twitter?
Twitter was the beginning of the downfall.
What about Facebook?
Facebook, I love Facebook.
You love Facebook.
I love Facebook.
You love Facebook. Still?
Meta, yeah.
Meta? Oh, God.
I live in the meta.
Like in the VR universe?
Yeah.
Oh, well. It's surprising. I don't believe you, but sure. So what about MySpace? Were you on MySpace back in the day?
I was on MySpace back in the day. I didn't get really into it, but it was the thing.
I do miss going to someone's MySpace and you get blaring music.
The music,
that's just
yeah.
like pumping. And you're
Yeah.
like, I didn't ask for this. But you know who did? The person that has that page because it's their space, not your space. It's my space.
So do you think that MySpace was a gateway to TikTok?
If we follow it in a transitive property esque fashion, then yes, because MySpace led to Facebook, then Facebook led to Twitter, and then Twitter, you could probably say maybe even like YouTube and Twitch started happening, and then because we got into video form, it went to TikTok. Vine was in there, but Vine was
That's what I was about to say. Vine.
I don't know what happened to Vine. Vine was creepy. There was no restrictions. There was some crazy stuff on there.
It was only 15 seconds, though, right?
7, I think.
7
It was
seconds?
short, yeah.
That's
Did you ever see the guy that did Storytime?
No.
Storytime. And then he would narrate like a random person in a bookstore.
Interesting.
Go look it up. You won't regret it. There's clips on YouTube now. He's hilarious.
Yeah, I never actually got on Vine. Like, I knew about it, saw the clips from it, but I never had an account.
It's because you're on Facebook the whole time.
That's right. That's actually right. I was really on Facebook.
So, but there's some serious things going on with TikTok.
It is. Yeah, what's going on with them?
Well, it's going through our law enforcement. That's a weird way to say Senate and House and things like that. But they're looking to ban TikTok nationwide. So it's passed. I think the House. Let's actually look at Business Insider article that I was looking at.
Isn't it banned in China as well?
No, it's a Chinese company.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's theirs. I think they're not going to ban their own stuff.
While you're looking at that up, I heard about a year ago somebody said that TikTok was a plant by the Chinese to make Americans more stupid.
Okay, that seems like a little bit conspiracy theory-esque.
I mean, I didn't make it up. I'm not saying I disagree, actually, but
And the Russians meddled with our elections.
that's right. That's what happened.
One of those is true.
I mean,
They might both be true. Fact check us. That's actually, so I'm ashamed to say this, but I usually will post. I used to post things on Facebook and then let my friends fact check me. And then when they did, I was like, thanks. And they're like, you should really fact check this yourself. And I was just like,
that's what I have you for.
yeah, I really said that. They didn't like it. It's a little triggering for them, I guess. I don't know. Maybe should have done my research. But anyway, so, but no, it looks like it's passed the Senate. It's going to the House of Representatives. So it's a big deal. So it could cost a lot of people some money, different things like that. I understand that's a big deal. So here's the only thing that I have a gripe with. When people say, and this is in here, TikTokers are arguing the ban will infringe on their freedom of speech. And no, it doesn't. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Your freedom of speech is still there. What you're basically doing, I'm going to give this in a metaphor, because your freedom of speech, you can say it how you want, you can say whatever you want, there's consequences, and then it depends on where you're saying things. When you're saying things on TikTok, Facebook, MySpace, Throwback, you're really going to someone else's yard,
Yeah.
and then you're saying whatever you want. And that's not necessarily free speech they're allowing you to have free speech on their property. And then if there's consequences because a program or a software seems like it might be malicious, which is what the U.S. government thinks is going on with TikTok, then if they shut it down, it just means that the factory got shut down that you were sitting on the rooftop shouting about. And it's not freedom of speech. You can go to your own property, and then you can still make all that content. Make your own webpage. Go do the things.
That's what I was about to say. Make your own.
I have a problem with that take on it. It's infringement. It's not an infringement. It is an infringement in your pocketbook. And I do understand that. Like that, if you've made a living being an influencer in TikTok and now this happens, that is devastating. And I don't know. Hopefully they find a resolution or they.
I just don't feel bad for him, though.
You don't?
No.
Why? You're so heartless.
I mean, if you can become an influencer on TikTok, then why can't you become an influencer on another platform?
Well, you're basically hitting the reset button.
And you didn't create TikTok. It's not like you created this from scratch and they're taking your business away. Like you said, you're using another entity's business and you're profiting off of it for whatever reason. If it goes away,
TikTok's profiting off of you.
yeah, that's a fact.
So, I mean, you're making a bunch of money. But if you can do that on a different platform or make your own website or something like that, then you get to pocket all of it. But I understand when the government's taking money out of people's mouths. It gets a little harsh. Don't think it's an infringement on anybody's free speech. I do think that it's going to get banned. That was like an echo. It was like harmony. Anyway, so yeah, I think it's going to get banned.
I think it's going to get banned for the good.
So here's my other problem. Why didn't the government do this sooner? Why does it take so long for the government to do anything? Why? Like that's the thing when it first came about that this might be malicious or that maybe it's not healthy for us to be doing TikTok and having a foreign software dominating our app stores and things like that, and everybody's using this and making money off of it. Why didn't we tackle it sooner?
It seemed that now that's where I will go with the TikTokers. I think that's what they call themselves, the TikTokers. I think if they would have not allowed it, then that would have been a government overreach because it could have not been malicious. How do they know?
I don't remember off the top of my head.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if that was in that article.
It probably is. I forgot because I have a bad memory. I think it's just because it's property that's owned by
A Chinese entity.
and like they're getting the analytics. They're getting and there's been some accusations where like they're possibly catering children or doing different things.
Predatory behavior type thing.
Possibly, or just like with the Russians meddling. Who knows how much of it's true and how much of it's not? But it's enough of it to be like this is the Chinese spying on us, and it's widespread everywhere. Like basically, that company has all the analytics of any TikToker and anything they have on their phone if they wanted to, different things like that. So, but again, why did it take so long? So, yeah, that's my hot take on the free speech part. But U.S. government, get your shit together.
Quickly. Do things right the first time. Speaking of U.S. government, speaking of laws, and speaking of taking money out of people's pockets, I got a hot take. So here in North Carolina, we're in North Carolina, the RDU area, Raleigh-Durham area. But all of North Carolina, I think it was day before yesterday, sometime this week, March 11th, sports betting became legal in North Carolina.
I made a bet, won some money.
You want some money already?
Yeah.
Wow. I just think it's dangerous, man.
Day of. Oh, dude, I will agree with you. So as I've like got into the thing, there's so many promotions happening because it's new. We pre-deposit money. You get another. They'll match you for a bonus bet of the same amount that you've done, up to $100. Then on your first bet for $5, you get another $250 of bonus bets. But it's weird because those bonus bets don't seem like they're like money. And I'm still new to it, so I'm trying to figure it out on FanDuel.
Yeah.
But it's like a ticket for $100 to bet on something. So I don't get to like spread that $100 out, and I have to use it within a week.
Oh, see, that's so weird to me.
Yeah, like I got matched all this stuff, but it's not really my money.
It's not really yours. You gotta use it.
It's like a ticket. And same thing. So on that bet, it was a promotional bet. It was like no way you could lose. It was like how like will Steph Curry get a shot off tonight or something, like something that is like you would never get money for, but on this promotional thing for the day, you bet and you're pretty much guaranteed to win that money. But that money is not instantly, for right now, is not able to be, I can't take it out of my account.
Really?
And when I clicked on it or looked at it, now I'm waiting to see if it does clear, or it's like promotional money. Like it is my money in my account, but I can only use it to bet on other things in there. So the only money I can take out right now is the money that I've deposited in. So it does feel predatory.
That is very predatory. So you basically won money that you can't take out.
Yeah, but it was a promotional bet, so I kind of see the gray area, but it's just, and then like the matching and all that, like there's all these weird speculations, and then I'm learning about like the odds and how that works, so I'm learning a lot. But dude, they are hounding me. Anytime I'm there, they're just like, you want to bet on this? Want to bet on this?
I think it's, we were having conversations, or I was having a conversation with somebody else talking about this, and they were saying, just like the lottery came in. Just like the lottery came in, at one point people were saying, oh, that's going to make people want to buy tickets and sell their house to buy a lotto ticket. And that, by and large, didn't happen. People who want to buy lottery tickets buy them. People who don't buy them. I think with the sports betting, it's the very same concept, but you're involving more entities. It's not just one person going and buying a ticket. It's one person betting on another person or another thing. Like it's entities upon entities that are actively in concert to make this whole thing work. And I just think it gets very gray. I think it gets very predatory, and I wish it didn't happen. To be very honest.
Dude, another FanDuel competitor, I think, was even more predatory. They would match you. They would give you $1,200 in betting, $1,200 match of bonus bets.
Wow.
But they would match it for every day that you bet $100 on a sport. So that means for 7 straight days, that if you got all
That's
7,
a lot.
or it was 10 or something
That's
like
a
that.
lot.
Yeah, it was a lot. It was just like, oh, we'll give you $1,200. That's a lot of money
That's
you
a
could get
lot.
back.
And then they can
But
advertise it.
they're wanting you to spend that money.
Exactly. They can advertise it. And I remember when betting on games was taboo. Like it was just not something you do. And now during the middle of a game or during the game at the bottom, you see the lines and you see the bets like while the game is going on.
I don't know how I feel about it. Like Sports Center commenting on the betting lines and all that instead of commenting on sports. It's like,
Yeah, I don't know. It feels a little off to me. It feels a little off to me. But something that does feel right is Bitcoin. It's on the rise.
are you buying now?
No.
You shouldn't buy now.
Don't
It's
buy.
on the rise.
It's on the rise.
At an all-time high. It's over 70,000.
Yeah, it's like 73.
Do you own
something
Bitcoin?
Like that. Like 0.000001 type thing.
So bad story for the wife. My wife used to have 20 Bitcoin back in the day.
Oh my.
Yeah.
So you're rich.
I would have been. She spent most of it and then lost the rest. Sad face.
20.
Sad. Dude, we did the math one time just to make her feel bad. Oh, if we do the math now, 20 Bitcoin.
Just to make her feel
I
bad.
did.
Like
I
that.
was, just to make her feel bad. It was 20, so 20 Bitcoin is 70,000, so 2 times it's 140,000, 1.4 million.
You majored in math, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah.
Go to school, kids. You can do math
In your head that fast.
that fast.
That was impressive.
You're welcome.
That was impressive.
Yeah, so, but at the time, it wasn't worth that much. So you can't, I'm just, giving her a hard time because it was like, oh, man.
she would have been
But
rich.
at the time, it was like $20 or whatever.
What's
It was just-
$1.4 million? Inflation is crazy.
No one knows. Like Amazon or Tesla. My wife did talk me out of buying Tesla stocks back in the day, too.
You are really going in on your wife.
Oh, dude. I wanted to buy it 120 before the split.
Yeah? Oh, yeah.
Anyway, so we could have been rich, but
Could have been rich, but now
now I'm making podcasts
you're here with
Cameron
me. Yeah.
and Lights.
But
So
no
no one knows that's the third member of our team is Lights.
Actually, yeah, the third member of the team is Lights.
They never want to come on.
They never want to come on. I see what you did there.
I don't know what I did. Oh, it's terrible.
It was so bad you didn't even get it.
I did it. So yeah, you dabble in any other cryptocurrencies?
Man, I have a Doge.
I think that's one of the worst ones.
Have a Doge.
Dogecoin is terrible.
Have a Doge.
I mean, it's made a lot of people money. It made me a lot of money. Made a few $1,000s off of that.
Oh, really?
I did, yeah. I got Ethereum. I play a card game called Gods Unchained. Made a lot of money.
Are you a big Reddit person?
I used to be, and then Reddit got really awkward when they were like, we're going to go public and we're going to put all these restrictions on people, and it just started getting weird, and I was like, hey, you. I left, and I was really upset that like they put it on these things in place and that ruined all the apps and stuff like that, and I just like, you know what, less social media. And what I found is I had more time for myself, and my my free time like went up. Because instead of doom scrolling on Reddit and getting news and things like that, I was looking at like other real news, I guess. Or
Were you in the GameStop era?
yeah, I got in when it was too much. It was like buying high, and then it drops down. I've been a part of that too. So I mean, if you're taking these chances, I am into blockchain. I'm into crypto.
Do you have like a server farm and stuff like that?
No, not that big. So I know people that do. One of my coworkers paid off his house. He mines it and does stuff, and he just got But this was back before when it was like 5,000 for a Bitcoin, and he was just farming, doing stuff. So much energy use where police would be hanging around his house, like, why are you using so much power, bro? And he's just like, it's just PC, man, or a few mining Bitcoin.
So if you're looking for a way to really make your stake in the world, mine you some Bitcoin. Is that what you're saying?
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
I think it's past time. You can do that now. It's like I forget how much Bitcoin is left. But
because Bitcoin is finite, right?
it is finite, yeah. So,
But Doge is not.
Doge is not. That's why I don't like it. It's unlimited print. I think they're trying to make it deflationary. They're trying to switch the model up to make it more. So, and Elon, if he talks about it, it goes
my
up.
guy.
That's so terrible. You need to find a different role model.
What's good, Elon? What's good?
Oh gosh. So I hope he tweets out to you like
Yeah. He watches.
personally. He does he?
Yeah.
Is that a fact?
Maybe.
I do know some facts. So our first episode dropped last week, our premiere.
Yeah. Shout out to us.
We got some people that commented on
Really?
it.
We had
Yeah.
some comments?
Yeah, we got some comments, and so
What
so
they say?
from,
What are the people saying?
So Dreed7315 said, "Keep it up, guys."
Keep it
So
up,
thank
guys.
you, Dreed. So Mr. Melverton, I love the chemistry.
Oh, we have chemistry.
We have chemistry.
Oh, that's
Can we snuggle?
maybe.
And then live in Skyrim or be a vault dweller. Nice. We got a dis or
We
dat.
got a dis or dat.
That'll lead us right into the next section.
Yes, sir.
Dis or dat.
Or that.
Dis or dat.
Dis or that.
So let's start off with that. Live in Skyrim or be a vault dweller. So do you know what he means by vault dweller?
I don't.
Have you heard of the game called Fallout?
I've heard of Fallout. I have heard of Fallout.
So would you rather be in Skyrim, in a fantasy world with dragons, they can eat you, and sometimes they just fly down and take you off horseback, or in a vault dweller where you can just stay in the vault, or you go out into the nuclear wasteland to survive? Games are pretty similar. Well, similar in like free roaming and different things like that. They're really
Just based
fun.
on that information you just told me right there, I'd have to go with the Vault Dweller.
You would like to be in a post-nuclear apocalypse?
I feel like I have more control over the circumstances then.
Like cancer? Oh, dude, I'm going Skyrim.
Really?
Yeah.
Dragons? You can't run
Yeah,
from
man,
a
survival of the fittest. You can run from a dragon.
dragon. You can't run from a dragon.
You can. You'll just get caught.
That's my point.
So, I mean, the dragons aren't always around.
No, I don't want to run from dragons. I don't even like Komodo dragons. That's.
All right, so we got some
Is it
5
that time?
questions. Yeah, with the dis or dat. Continuing on. Thank you, Mr.
Mulverton?
I need to look at it.
Yeah.
But thank you to our viewers and everybody that commented. Appreciate it.
If you're watching, can you phonetically put your name in the comments? I appreciate that.
Oh my gosh, that would be great,
That would be great.
dude. We should flash them up if they do that, so we can know. You know what's bad is I still might mispronounce it. So, but to continue on with dis or dat, skydiving or bungee jumping.
Skydiving.
Skydiving? I want to do skydiving too. Bungee jumping just seems like a little too
I've been
risky.
skydiving.
You have?
I've been skydiving.
Was it fun?
Fun is a word. I don't know if I'd use that word. It's exhilarating.
Exhilarating.
Yeah. It's amazing. It's life changing.
Best roller coaster you've ever been on versus skydiving, which is better?
Oh, skydiving, 100%. That's totally different
I mean, I know that skydiving, you're putting your life in the parachute's hands, and maybe an instructor and a backup parachute, but bungee jumping seems riskier.
Yeah, I do not want to. I've been skydiving, and I would never go bungee jumping.
Yeah, I don't want to go bungee jumping. Chocolate cake or cheesecake? Ooh,
Chocolate cake or cheesecake?
depends on the chocolate cake.
I would have to go chocolate cake. I'm not a cheesecake person.
It's because chocolate is chocolate and cheesecake's usually white. Is this a racial thing?
Is it? Is it
I don't know.
subconsciously?
I was
or
gonna I was gonna say cheesecake, but my reasonings were, man, this might be able to play to racist too. I don't know, but cheesecakes, like basic cheesecake, seems like uniformly you're gonna get cheesecake, and I think chocolate cake. There's
too
so
many
many
varieties.
Yeah, like some chocolate cake, dark chocolate. Oh man, that's gonna be delicious. Like I will eat some dark chocolate all day. It's lovely. But then you get that milk chocolate stuff, and you're just like, man, you want to be chocolate.
You don't like all the forms of chocolate?
No, I don't. Like if we give me a Hershey's bar, it tastes bland and boring. You give me a dark chocolate Hershey's bar, I'll eat that up. Semi-sweet chocolate morsels, chocolate chip cookies. Love it. Make chocolate chip cookies in the bedroom.
Make chocolate chip cookies in the bedroom.
Jazz or classical music?
Jazz. Oh damn.
I'm not a music guy, but I'll go with jazz. Yeah, I agree with you there. And in Durham, we have there's a lot of jazz out here. A lot of jazz out here. If you're visiting,
If you're visiting, and you like jazz, Durham is a place to visit, and you can find a place to listen.
lots of arts too. Road trip or cruise?
Road trip.
Road trip. I'm on road trip. I love cruises, but cruises are for the environment. Way bad.
How?
Like the pollution into the ocean, and
Really? I didn't even thought about it like that.
I just like read a lot of studies on it, and I was like, man, why did you have to ruin that for me, internet?
Really?
Yeah.
I never even thought about that.
Yeah, you don't. I'm just like, we're on a boat, man. It's like a giant toilet. Like it's like we're in the ocean. I take a big in the toilet. I'm gonna flush it. It goes to a water place. The ocean's a big water place with a bunch of filtery animals.
But I mean, at the end of the day, don't all animals deposit their waste?
I mean, whales have sex in the ocean. Swim around a bunch of sperm. Sperm.
That's disgusting.
Whale sperm.
Yeah.
Gross.
Or sperm whales.
Sperm whales. Sperm whales with sperm. That's sperm squared.
That is square.
Hashtag math. Spa day or adventure hike?
Say that one again.
Spa day
Spa day.
or adventure hike?
Adventure hike. Adventure hike.
Adventure hike? Yeah, adventure hike. That's more exciting. Spa day,
Yeah.
I don't know how to relax.
I don't. Yeah, I
And then
wouldn't.
someone
relax.
else is going to be touching me. Like, dude, if you're not my wife, like, don't touch
Yeah,
me.
don't touch me.
Don't touch me, bro. Cool. Those are my 5. I want to see if yours are more articulated than mine were. Set like last week.
I typed my prompt in. It says 5 this or that questions. Here's number 1. Would you rather have a photographic memory or be able to learn any new skill in just one day?
New skill one day. Well, could that be the same? No, you could remember the instructions on how to do the new skill, but that doesn't mean you're going to learn it in one day. Oh yeah, I'd like to learn a new skill in one day. Like I'm assuming it means master at it, and I'm still irritated that we put in the same prompt and mine's just two to 3 words, and yours is like full sentences. This one's like you're good at math, can't speak, one or the other.
I'm going to go photographic memory. I'm going to go photograph because I think it's the best of both worlds. If I have a photographic memory, then I can learn anything because I
It
can
just
at least
takes you
remember.
forever.
Yeah, true. Okay. All right. Number 2.
Number 2.
Would you rather have a private jet or a private island?
If we're going back to climate stuff and all that, I want to do a private island. Private jet is just terrible for the environment. Taylor Swift, flying all around, going everywhere, polluting the ocean. No, not ocean, airwaves, just the word. I mean,
Do you like Taylor Swift? Are you a Swiftie?
No.
I like Taylor.
I like some of her music, yeah. She's all right. So I was annoyed with, like, the whole coverage of her and Kelsey. And
Yeah,
football.
that was annoying. That was
like
annoying.
they were. I wish that I had FanDuel on my phone at the time of the Super Bowl because I would have bet the over that we would see her 6 times or something like that, and we saw her. I think it was 9.
That's
we kept
insane.
track,
That's insane.
and it was nuts. And then we turned it off at the end, so we didn't see the celebration. So who knows how many more times she was on? I was just like, oh man, the Chiefs won again. And I don't hate the Chiefs. I just like the 49ers, and my pick for them was to win the Super Bowl that year. And if I bet on it, I would have lost and been super disappointed because they were that close.
But next year you
that
can.
close. I can. Thanks, FanDuel.
I'm going to go with private jet, actually. The environment. I'll just be up in my jet.
Icebergs melting everywhere, and you're just looking down. You're just like, the peasants. You hanging out with Elon?
Yeah, me and Elon.
In a private
on
jet?
the jet.
God, I'm learning so much about you.
That's what I do in my spare time.
Text Elon. Are you in his DMs?
I mean, I'm in Meta right now. All right. Number three.
Number three.
Would you rather be able to breathe underwater or fly through the air?
Well, I know what your answer is. You already
Fly.
got a private
Alright.
jet. Why do you need to fly? I was surprised you said that you wanted to fly, but you got a
I got a
private jet now.
Right, yeah, breathe
Yeah,
underwater.
breathe underwater. Easy for you.
Easy.
Well, I didn't get that cruise ship, but I got to find a way to get to my private island, so I'm going to breathe underwater too.
You can just walk.
I'm not Jesus.
But you're underwater. He was on the water.
Oh, I could walk underwater? Yeah. Okay, there you go. Sorry. I thought you were just comparing me to Christ.
No.
And I know I'm Christ-like and a believer, but
That's actually a good
I
point.
can't walk on water.
You never know what you can do till you try.
Okay. We could do it later. If it's a mud puddle,
Yeah.
I'm walking on water all day.
All right, number 4. Would you rather have a lifetime supply of your favorite drink or never be able to sunburn again? I'm going lifetime supply.
Lifetime supply? What, dude?
Would you rather have a lifetime supply of
I
your
know. I
favorite
heard the
drink?
question. I was just
or
curious
never
why
be
you were like, I don't have to worry about sunburn.
I've never sunburned in my life.
Black people sunburn, right?
I mean, yes, black people do sunburn, but it takes much longer because of the melanin in our skin.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So I mean,
But you still get
technically,
skin
it
cancer,
is a black,
right?
Huh?
So you,
Oh,
so-
100%. Yeah.
So
yeah.
it's
So
still,
if you're black out there, still put on sunscreen.
you still just what was the other one?
Would you rather have a lifetime supply of your favorite
Man, I would
drink?
love lifetime supply. I'd save money too.
Oh yes, money.
Yeah, like last time we were like $1 million or all the food you can eat forever.
No, yeah.
Now I got my favorite drink. Now I got all the food. I don't have to worry about that money. So
Facts.
I'll probably get like a heart attack or something because I like Mountain Dew amped energy drinks
Oh,
or Red Bulls. If Red Bull wings on F1 weekend, I have a Red Bull as a celebratory drink. It's tasty. Do you like Red Bull?
I love Red Bull,
You do.
but they're not good for you.
No, they're not.
They're not good.
I think there's been some days where I've had 2 and my chest felt weird, and I think it's because of a Red Bull. Just saying.
Did it stop you from drinking them?
No, not that bad. So, but I was like, is this because I've worked out, or is this like a heart palpitation?
Is this happening?
Should I see a doctor?
All right, number 5. Would you rather have the ability to teleport anywhere or be able to control the weather?
What am I, X-Men?
I mean,
Both of those are pretty mutant-like. Damn. I think I'd have more fun. I'd have more fun controlling the weather than teleporting places. Teleporting's really convenient though. But I'm going controlling the weather.
I'm gonna go control the weather because I already have my private jet. So I don't need
I'll
anything to
fuck with
keep
your
me
private jet.
with the weather.
Yep. Be like a hurricane.
Hurricane.
In Canada. Be like, what the fuck is this? And
You never know.
then Elon's like, actually, climate change is real.
It is real. Climate change is real, and it's because of the jets. Sorry.
Damn it, Taylor. So, all right. Well,
Cool. So that was this or that.
this or that.
This or that. This or that. This or that.
Okay, but that's enough.
All right, so now we can actually talk about some things that are current. My number 5 is
Number 5.
a potential Biden versus Trump rematch in the electoral math. Each would need to win.
Interesting. I think mine's about the same. A little different. Biden and Trump become presumptive nominees for 24. This is dumb.
Mine goes a little more in depth.
So let's see here. Okay, so my number 4 is House passes bill to ban TikTok if Chinese owners don't sell the app.
Interesting.
What's your number 4?
My number 4 is Ukraine attacks oil refineries deep inside Russian
Interesting.
territory.
That's my number 2. What's your number 2?
My number 2. Boeing and Alaska Airlines point fingers at each other in a lawsuit. Just like that.
Just like that.
Yeah. Boeing.
E.T.
I'm
go
not
home.
touching you.
I'm not touching you. What's your number 3?
What's my number 3? It's a little somber.
Somber.
Yeah, we'll say it. Gunmen who kidnapped 287 school children in Nigeria threatened to kill them if a ransom of $622,000 is not paid.
And last week, the other sad, somber thing was the gunman and
Oh,
people, 8 or 18 people were wounded.
Yeah. You know, we talked about this country, and evidently that's over in Nigeria. But, man, people are weird, man. People are weird.
You know what's sad is if everyone had enough money to make a living and to just live on basic needs, or had better mental health worldwide, would we have all these problems?
I think so.
You think so? You think you think as we raise the bar of quality or different things, like things are still going to happen?
I think human nature is human nature. I think we can, curb some things in life, but there will always be things that happen.
True. Do you think it would decrease, or it would always you solve one problem and another problem happens?
Yeah, I do. I genuinely do. I genuinely do. And we can only do what we can do. I think our country specifically can do a lot better. But I think there will always be things that happen in the world.
Yeah. All right. So my number 3. Let's see if you have my number 3, because we've exhausted all my 4 out of 5. Hazardous weather conditions expected in central U.S., including potential fire outbreaks, tornadoes, and heavy snow.
I don't have that, but that goes to our point about climate change.
It does. Taylor.
The weather has been crazy the last 2 years, man.
It has. I remember it used to snow a lot.
Yeah. Did it even snow
in North
last
Carolina?
year?
No, it didn't. It's 2 years. Longest. It's like one of the longest times in North Carolina history, or in our area, without snow. I think it's like
Wow.
2.5 years or something.
Wow.
Goes back to 1940s or something like that. I don't know.
Wow. That's crazy.
If I wanted to look it up, I would. But
Look, just the general concept, I think everybody can attest, the weather has been interesting.
so you have a totally, the last story that we're going to talk about is not on my list.
Evidently. So my number 1,
Number 1.
actually, someone that I don't know about, Christy Brinkley shares her early skin cancer diagnosis and treatment.
I'm going to look up who that is.
Wear that
sunscreen.
Wear that sunscreen.
Wear
that sunscreen. We do not want that to happen because
See, I'm never going to sunburn because I chose that in my dis or dat. So I don't have to worry about that.
yeah, I would have to put sunscreen on.
That's okay. You'll be in your private jet the whole time.
I will be.
Your private jet, in a fallout environment.
Yeah. Just riding around, cruising. How did you feel about the weekend overall? Between last show, this show, you been doing good?
Yeah. I thought we did a really good job last week. Lots I've learned.
Yeah.
I think we could do better.
Yeah.
Editing was awesome.
Yeah.
Our editor and producer put in a ton of work. We have the easy job. We get up here for
yeah.
an hour, provide
We talk.
equipment. We did we planned this stuff, but our
The editor
editor
really puts it
yeah,
together, makes
Yeah.
it a show, makes it
Lots
a real
of stuff,
show.
building everything from the ground up. So congrats to the MQ,
What's the MQ stand for?
the initials of the editor.
Oh,
I don't know if that person wants to be disclosed. So MQ.
MQ.
It's kind of like headquarters, like HQ.
Yeah, that's why I asked. Yeah, interesting.
Yeah. She's the MQ at the HQ.
Nice. We have an MQ at the HQ.
Word. So,
Cool.
well, hey, we'll be back again.
We'll be back
Next week.
again with another installment of
Lights.
Cameron.
Dustin. Did we do it?
I think we did it.
I think we did it. I don't know what the time was. My phone went away.
Yeah, the phone went dark.
I've had to snort so long. Oh, dude. I've been holding that in. Jesus Christ. I don't want to do that to anybody on the air. It's terrible.